The bank doesn't care about you. Refinancing is a little bit different from getting the mortgage first time around. After 2 to 3 years, you have paid enough money to the bank to qualify for the cashback, and that's why we decided to go for a different bank.
We got Sandeep here joining us for interview. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
The reason why I invited Sandeep is because Sandeep just experienced a refinance process and has a very fresh perspective on these things. You could share with us. So Sandeep, before we start with the nitty-gritty questions about the refinance itself, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, no problem. So I am a working professional. I am mostly doing 9 to 5. My background is in technical and engineering, and I am pretty good with money, and I keep track of my money. Got family and got a place, so need to manage it day to day. So it's part of the job.
Yeah, sounds good. And the mortgage is associated with your investment or owner-occupied property?
It is an owner-occupied property. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what made you think about refinancing?
So I think my mortgage was about 4.5 years old since I first got it. I just went through the options that the bank provided when my mortgage my term first expired. I was like, okay, maybe it's a good opportunity to actually reevaluate my options and break it down into further chunks. So I thought it was now time to refinance it and go to different banks for maybe potential prospects of some cashback. Mm-hmm. So that was my motivation.
So am I fair to say that in a nutshell you were looking of tidying things up, optimizing your loans?
Yes, basically, yes.
And also might as well get rewarded for doing that.
Yes, definitely,
with the cashback.
Yep.
Yeah.
The main goal was to get the most out of my money. Every month we are paying a certain amount. I want to make sure that after I refinanced it, I am paying mostly towards my principal, and I am using the leverage I have with the interest rates going down over time. That was the main motivation.
Mm-hmm. So basically you were looking at streamlining your home loans, making sure, as mentioned before, they optimize, which means you'll repay your home loans faster.
Yes.
Which means you pay less interest to the bank.
Yes, basically, yeah. Yeah.
And you were planning to achieve it again in two ways: is structuring the right way, but also taking advantage of lower interest rates.
Yes. So that would be correct.
Before you reached out, what was your main concern, if any, or something that you were not sure about, wanted to clarify?
It wasn't that daunting for me, but I think the biggest question was just how easy or how hard it would be, and what documents I need, and time is not my best friend these days. Mm-hmm. So I just want to make sure that I've provided everything and it just gets done in the background.
Your main concern was, yes, I want to do this, but do I have enough time?
Yeah.
So did it help once we had a chat with you and we talked about the process, what's involved? Did it help it to have a slightly clearer picture on that?
I think it was good. I think the first call we had online, that was really helpful, and you had really provided me with what I needed to know, and that was it for me. And I mean, I didn't really need to dig up too much information.
Right.
And your online portal had also had everything I needed to know. Yes. And I had just provided all the information, and as I said, it was pretty automatic after that.
Yes.
And and I think the first call online was really helpful. You had sort of given me bullet points, and I just connected the dots, and that's it. Yeah. Perfect. And that is what I was wanting anyway.
Perfect. So you got what you wanted. That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
Thanks.
Throughout the process, has anything surprised you?
I think what my surprise was my current bank didn't really try harder to retain their customer, and they were willing to let go of it, and they didn't really come back with any counter offers or any cashbacks or anything.
It was surprising for you.
Yeah, that was surprising for me, and they didn't really care. So The lesson is the bank doesn't care about you. You just need to look out what's best for you and your family and your property and your investments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be very myopic
Yes.
for the banks, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. You are just a
Yes.
number for them.
Just number. It always surprises me as well because, to be fair to the banks, they
Yes.
go through the stages. They go
Yeah.
through very good retention approach.
Yeah.
And they have a change of manager. I don't know what it is. So
Yes.
as they start, they're all geared on acquisition, is getting new clients.
Yeah.
They drop the ball on retaining the clients, and so forth. And it's always cyclical.
Yes.
And sometimes you get into the right cycle.
Yes.
When your loan's coming off fixed,
Yeah.
and the banks, yeah, no problem. Here's your good retention, cashback, good rates. The other time you get a down cycle, just like not that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you never know what the response you're gonna get from the bank, and
Yes.
unfortunately, in your case, it wasn't actually satisfactory what they come back with.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. And that's why we decided to go for a different bank.
That's
in my
right.
case. Yeah.
Yes, sounds good. So now that we completed the refinance process for you, what has it actually achieved?
I think because I had the opportunity to refinance, I had time to think about how I can manage my finances moving forward. And I had broken down my mortgage into some floating and some fixed, and also we topped up my mortgage with the green energy loan, and that really helped with some things. So just I think it had brought clarity, just the transparency, and now I can manage my finances better. Maybe at times I have more money, I can actually just put that in there without having to call the bank, and I can make those extra payments without having to call the bank all the time.
Sounds good. So Sandeep, I guess it's interesting what you said is there's more to it than just best interest rates.
Yeah.
There is about the structure and the digital solution that you use and all other product solutions that you have with the bank. And I think it's fair to say when you buy your first home, for instance, there is a lot of things happening at that time in parallel to you organizing finance, actually negotiating with the vendor,
Yeah.
doing building inspection, all that stuff, managing the settlements. And so there is a lot going on. So you have less capacity to think about optimizing your home loan.
Yes.
And when you're in position that you already have bought the property, you're enjoying the benefits of this, a few years later, it's actually, you could come and collect it. And you have an experience with a loan, and you know exactly what you need out of your loan, how to optimize it. It's a good time to review things.
Yes.
And
definitely.
without all other things that you have managed at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And owning a home will also switch your psychology about money a little bit as well.
Right.
Because when you're buying a first home, you might not think about ongoing cost, maintenance, OCR as much, because you are too excited about buying your home. I think once you've owned it for a few years, you have really put that aside, and that's in the past.
Yes.
And you're looking at it very rationally.
Yes.
Your psychology of money is a little bit stronger.
There's a lot less distraction.
A lot less distraction. You know what you need to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's good to hear. So, and then that's part of the refinance process. It really helps to harness it and optimize your loans.
Yeah.
Sandeep, if you had to give a piece of advice to a friend who's thinking about refinancing, what would it be?
I think it really depends. I think if they are in their mortgage journey about 2 to 3 years in their mortgage journey, I guess they should think about refinancing, because after 2 to 3 years you have paid enough money to the bank to qualify for the cashback. So I think I would recommend every 3 to 4 years, every 3 to 4 years, just refinance. You don't have to change your loan term, but it just helps. It's like shopping. You want to look at the options, and my OCR might have gone down in that time, and you might benefit from some better deal. And I recommend going through a mortgage broker If you don't have time like me, definitely go with the mortgage broker. If you find Everglow, go with them.
So an interesting thing you mentioned, I think it's busts one of the myth. If you refinance, you don't stretch, you don't take yourself back to like 30 years or 25 years.
Yeah.
You can actually, like you mentioned, you
Yes.
can actually structure your repayments the way that you continue towards your repayment journey.
Yes.
In fact, you can find it, it quicker to do
Yes.
so.
Well, it depends on what level of comfort you want. Like, do you want to use your debt to grow wealth, or do you just want to pay it off and sleep a better sleep?
You talked about choosing the mortgage broker, mortgage advisor to assist with the refinance, and obviously you have been recommended to approach us. So that's how the connection sparked.
Yes, so I was actually approached by my colleague, and that's how I got your number, and I called you, and thank you that I found you. That's good. And I think the lesson here is you need to talk to other people who are in the same journey as you.
Yes.
Don't go to the bank, in my recommendation. Go to other people who've gone through this journey and talk to them. Who are they using? What sort of financial advisors they have? What sort of mortgage broker they're using? That's the best impartial advice I can give.
If you have a short checklist of the clients they want to make their own journey of selection of the advisor, what would you put in the checklist for them?
So if you want refinancing, talk to other people who are doing that. Maybe ask your friends or colleagues, get their connections, because a connection is not going to drop out of the sky for you. You need to actually talk to people. Once you have a solid connection and a solid reference, go with them and make sure you have read all the papers before you sign anything. So those are the 3 checklists, I think. Find the people, go through the process, and due diligence.
If I dwell a little bit longer on the person, how would you know you got the right person on the other line of the phone call? I think your criteria for right.
Yeah, don't go with the person who is immediately available, in my opinion.
Interesting.
I think go with the person who's got clear boundaries on timelines, and they are like, okay, I'm gonna catch you on Monday at 3 p.m. and that's the window we have setting.
Right.
Because that shows you that person means time.
Yes.
They know the value of time, and they will actually do your work within the time frame.
Correct.
If somebody is available to meet you immediately, that means they are free and they are lax and they haven't got their schedule.
Or they're doing a sacrifice of another person's application.
They are sacrificing another person's application. So that they can get another one. So you just want to make sure that you're going with somebody who's really punctual. Structured. Yeah, that's the word.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Sandeep, if you look back at the process that we went through, if you have one word or one sentence to describe the process, what would it be?
With Everglow, I think it was professional and smooth.
Oh, thank you.
I know you said one word, but I would say 2.
Yes. I think that's us. Thank you very much for
Thank you very much. Yeah.
coming.
Thanks for your time. Yeah.
Always nice to chat to you.